everyone. So we are at the last chapter of business studies for this academic year. So once we done with this chapter, we are finished the entire syllabus and we'll go for the revisions of the business studies. So now this is the last chapter, that is chapter number 9, financial management. So under financial management we are going to discuss about the how they are going to manage their funds and what are the factors affecting that decision making under capital decision making. So all those we are going to discuss. So let us know the meaning. So financial management means money required for carrying out the business activities. So what is the money that they require to carry out a business? So to do a particular business for a one particular year, whatever the amount that they require, so that is known as money required for the carrying out of the business activities. So that is known, that is finance, that is a finance. It is not a financial management, it is a finance. So the money what they require to do a particular business in a particular year, that is known as finance. Let us see what is financial management. It refers to acquisition of finance, efficient utilization of finance, and efficient distribution of some value for the smooth functioning of the company. So, efficient acquisition of finance means through which way they are going to take the amount. Maybe the owner's fund, maybe a loan, maybe a borrowed funds, or maybe from the shareholders, dividends. So all these are the acquisition of funds. Like it refers to from where they are going to use that fund. So from where they are getting that amount. So owners funds means the capital, what we known as capitals, loans from the banks, and borrowings from some of the other, like selling of their assets and all this, and shares and dividend, issuing of shares or issuing of dividends. So all these ways they are going to get the funds. And next one, efficient utilization of finance. That is utilization of finance. Utilization of finance means for what purpose, like for what purpose they are going to invest it, whether for the purchase of fixed assets or purchase of current assets, or for any other activities what they are going to invest this amount there. So that is what utilization of finances. Distribution means in what way they are going to distribute, like if they earn a profit, whether they are going to pay their shares or going to repay the loan, so giving some other bonus and other facilities. So they have the distribution of funds goes. And the smooth functioning of company, whatever the amount is there, from that how they are going to run their company, that is how the smooth functioning of an organization will be take place. So that is what a financial management is. So financial management is mainly concerned about the whatever the amount that we had, from that amount we are going to distribute the fund for a whole organization and the duties of an organization. In that, after that, let us see the investment decision. So there are different types of decisions, maybe investment decision, capital decision, and there are investment decision, finance division decision, and next one is dividend decision. There are three different concepts of dividing their money. So financial management is nothing but taking a decision about their fund what they have. In that, let us know about the investment decision. Investment decision means whatever the amount they have, say that they have an amount of rupees 1 lakh. So now they are making the decision to where they need to invest or to where need to spend. So they are making two different decisions. What is the investment, what is the spending? So this is what comes under the investment decision. In that first one, so investment decision results in selection of assets which fund will be invested by a firm. So they are going to select the assets, in which kind of asset that they are going to invest it, whether it is a fixed asset or whether it is a current asset, what is the need of that asset, whether that asset is needed or not. So what are the main intention of investment of that asset. So all these comes under the selection of assets. So next, second point will be every firm wants to invest in the most appropriate option which brings them a maximum return. See, so there are, so when they invest a particular amount, so invest, they say that they are going to invest in the land, or they are going to, they have different options, like they are going to invest in the land, they are going to purchase a building, or they can also deposit, no, they can also do some deposit. So they will see in these three different terms where they get, in these three different terms where they get a good profit. So if they are getting good profit in deposit, why they need to take a heavy risk? No intention of taking the heavy risk. So that's why they are going, so they will choose in what way they can get a better profit or a very good profit, so that is appropriate of maximum returns. Whatever they have invest, they must get a very good returns for that. So only upon that, so this investment decision will help them to invest in that one particular field where they will get a very good returns. Next, third one, firm can invest in its funds in acquiring fixed asset as well as a current asset. So firm can invest its funds. So as already I said, they are going to select the asset. They may select the fixed asset, or they may select the current assets. So what are these fixed assets? They can purchase some land. They can go for purchase of buildings. They can go for the purchase of machinery. So all these they can do. When it comes for the current asset, it is like shares, bonds, debentures. So all these comes under the current asset. So the purchase of fixed asset, it is known as capital budgeting, and the purchase of current asset is known as working capital decision. Capital budgeting decision and a working capital decision. So why capital budgeting decision means, see, capital budget means once we are going to invest it, we are taking it for the long period of time. So that is, it will be fixed. So once we put a budget, it will be for a long period of time. But when it comes for the current period, it is not like that. It is like that where we can say that okay, fine, we will invest it today and we can withdraw it tomorrow. So that is why it is a working capital. Working capital means day-to-day expenses. So that is what a working capital decision is. So investment decision mainly concerns about what is the asset that we want to. So from that asset we need to get a very good profit, and after that we are deciding whether we need to invest in the fixed capital or a fixed asset or a current asset. So let us see the last part of this investment decision is that factors affecting investment decision. So factors affecting investment decision means, first one is cash flow of the project. Cash flow of the project means, see, the project timings, that is, we are going to take this project for 10 years. We are going to take this project for 10 years. If we go for 10 years, what is the inflow of the cash, how the cash goes out, and how the entire project will be going on. So this is what the cash flow of the project, how the cash we are going to manage. Next, second one is return on investment. So if we make an investment of rupees 10 lakhs in land and same amount on the building and same amount on shares and same amount if we save under the bank. So here we get 50,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000 and 10,000. So if the saving in the bank, it is a better means, so that we can go and save it in the bank. No. So when the return on investment, but it is not the right way to save it in the bank. So what business study says is, where we will feel that our risk is high, we need to go and invest there, and then only we can get a better profit. So there are three different types of risk. One is high risk, moderate risk and lower risk. High risk means there is a chance of getting loss very soon. Moderate means loss or a profit, but we won't get a huge loss. So when it comes for the lower risk, it is a lower risk. So it is better to always invest in the moderate risk format. So that is what return on investment. Return on investment means whatever we have invest, we are getting that amount back to our investment. Next, again, risk involved, that I have already explained you. In each and every business we will get some certain risk. So we must see that we should reach that level of retaining the risk. So we should not invest more on the risk that actually we are getting, not in the high risk or not in the lower risk. We must manage under the moderate risk. Next, last point is investment criteria. Investment criteria means we must know in which field that we are going to invest. Maybe whether it is a debt, whether it is an equity, what is the criteria of investment, how we are getting the return. So all this we need to consider it, and then we must go for the making of the investment. So this is about this chapter. So if you have any doubts, you can ask.